Hey everyone, this is part 3 of What If Deku Had Blood Crown. Blood Crown. So yeah, let's get into this what if. Yeah. I'm still thinking about making the Pikachu Deku what if, but still it's hard to think of a second part to it. It's so hard and difficult for me that it's just it always escapes me somehow. It somehow escapes me. So yeah. I'm gonna start thinking about it, but then I want you guys to just wait on it and just wait for me to just actually to think about the second part to it. So yeah, here we are and here we go. Okay, where we last left off, Deku helped Deku and his team, the hero team won. Deku turned himself invisible along with Uraka, and because of this, Deku is definitely is now. As you can see, Deku is, after the analysis saying, all female All Might just tells him to stay back for a bit. And Deku asks, "Is there something wrong?" And so yeah, we're gonna get into this timeline. This in this what if. All Might says, "Well, young Midoriya, I have decided to make you my successor." And she said, Deku asks, "What? What do you mean by successor?" And female All Might says, to tell you the truth, I'm a little frightened myself. I haven't actually never given this there has never been a male to actually wield the power of One for All. It's always been a female. It's never been a male before, like at all. It's never been done before. So I'm a little worried about your safety if I give you my power. And no, we're not gonna give her the. I don't think we should do that whole thing where she has that whole like respiratory destroyed system. I would say in this timeline, All for One did something to her. Yeah, the female version, All for One, did something to her and put a time limit on her quirk, saying if she ever used up all of her power, she would then revert into her teenage years and be powerless. Like, literally, powerless. I mean, she would still have some remnants of One for All, but still, it's just a tiny little spark, that's all. And she also tells him about what happened to her, why she looks like this right now, right in front of him, and about One for All. And Deku's like surprised by this, that there's actually a villain that did this to All Might. I mean, like literally, what kind of horrible person would just do that? I mean, what? Deku says, "Yes, I'll accept the power." So yeah, and she gives a piece of her hair, and she says, "Well, the way I have to give you my power is not by the things you've seen before, or what you imagined it to be. You see, I need to give you a piece of my DNA so you can actually inherit the power of One for All." Okay? So that's why you have your hair. That's why you have a piece of your hair out. That's why you poked out a piece of your hair. Yep. I know it's weird and strange. To tell you the truth, the first time I got One for All from my predecessor. Yeah. She told me how it worked. I was kind of grossed out by it, but I accepted it anyway. Sorry, guys. No, you know what? Nah, never mind. We're gonna keep it the way it was. Anyway, so here is the power of one for all. Deku then swallows the piece of hair, well, being grossed out by it. Okay, okay. It will take some time for you, to digest it, but I think you might be able to use the full force of one for all, like 100% of it. But you'll have to train your entire But remember, young Midoriya, you need to keep training. You can't just stop training just because you're already powerful and you're already stronger. There's always a need to improve. Always. And always, there's always going to be a need for improving. Deku says, yes, I'll be sure to keep on improving. I'll head back with my classmates. And everyone asks, where were you, Midoriya? Everyone's getting pretty worried. You just disappeared just like that. And Deku, he said he was at the bathroom. He was just at the bathroom. He was just at the bathroom. He just needed to go there. Um. So yeah, they weren't. Um. So yeah. UA wasn't expecting to have. Was actually expecting to have like a male student in their ranks inside the school. So yeah, they weren't expecting that like at all. They're pretty much freaked out about it. So they decided to put a bathroom in, but since it's just one boy, they decided to just put in a just put in a bathroom, like a single toilet for him there, and a sink so he can wash up and things like that. This pretty much. So yeah, Deku was not surprised by this. After all, they weren't expecting for a male student to be in the school in the student ranks. So yeah, because there are no boys in UA, because none would actually try to apply for UA. Instead, they're just police officers or somewhere working. I don't know. They no one's actually tried to become a hero, but Izuku, since he has a quirk, like, why not? Just why not? And so yeah, they weren't expecting that. I mean, how would you feel if you would understand the feeling of a bathroom that's only for a boy, but it just one single toilet and just like that. So yeah, you would understand that they weren't really expecting this to actually happen. You can understand you can understand their their them trying to Im- involved into this type of new thing. So you can understand how it how it is. So yeah, let's get back to it. The last 2 days have been about studying. Deku had actually has is actually so is actually talking to his friends. Um um female version Ida and Uraka. They're friends. They talk and hang out. Um Bakugo, the female version of Bakugo, is just staring right at Deku with disgust. discuss to see how much he's actually improved and is actually much more powerful. And she's wondering if she can even beat him in his new merge of power. So everyone starts talking about. So the teacher says that. So Mr. Aizawa says that we're all going to the USJ. I mean, that they're all going to do a that they're going to do the class rep, do the class rep thing, and everyone votes for the class representative and the assistant class representative. Everyone else just chooses Deku because he seems to be the logical choice. Deku is okay by this because he's been pushed into leader to being the leader in the leader corner all the time. And so he just learned to adapt to this. And as usual, Momo is also his assistant as well. His assistant vice president. So yeah. Mr. Aizawa says that tomorrow we'll be going to the USJ So yeah, we're going to be stepping into the USJ arc. And they ask, what is the USJ? Mr. Aizawa says that's not my place to say. Let's just say it's a place that will help you improve. Don't worry. When it's tomorrow, you'll know what USJ is. And everyone's wondering what is the USJ. So they all go to lunch, discussing about it. So yeah, everybody in class, everyone else besides Deku is a girl. It's a girl. Kirishima in this world is a girl. Some of the other girls who were from the original My Hero Academia are just girls. But the dudes are this. What if the other guys are girls? So yeah, you can understand that. Sorry, it's just I'm a little. I was just so excited that I just almost like I almost fell over my bed, like literally. Anyway, let's get back into this. What if Deku is eating lunch with his two friends, Uraka and Ida. All the other girls in the lunchroom just look at Deku. And they can't they are just looking at a guy who got into UA. Like literally, not only that, some of them actually saw a live video of him actually destroying a 0-point robot. And none of them has actually ever done that before. They never actually did that before. But he did. He destroyed a 0-pointer by himself. Just like that, like it was child's play. So yeah, you can understand how they feel. About this. Because they have never had a guy in their ranks before. And then the alarm goes off. Everyone's like freaking out. And they all start rushing to the exit. Deku says something's wrong. Something's wrong. and he tells this to Araka and Ida that there is something wrong, that maybe this isn't a villain attack. Ida and Uraka understand what Deku is saying, but they don't get it what he meant by that. Deku decides to look out the window and he sees the media. And he tells them that it's just the media. That it's just media. It's not a villain attack. Just the media, and somehow they got through the UA barrier. And so he decides to Deku, he doesn't know if he should use it, so he decides to use One For All. Use One For All and create a shockwave of air. And tells everyone, and All Might, female All Might was right that Deku is able to use 100% of One For All, but Deku decided to restrain himself by using only about 5% and making a small like shockwave that will get everyone's attention, and it worked. And he tells everyone to look outside the window, and it's just the media, that there's no need to freak out. And the girls, they see, and they're pretty much embarrassed because they freaked out by a bunch of media goons. They said thank you to Deku for telling them this. Some of them actually said Deku, the guy kind of looks cute actually. So yeah, it's kind of like that. It's actually like that. Deku just had a little bit of weird feeling inside of him. Well, that was strange. Anyway, come on guys, we should probably start eating anyway. And let's see. Female Todoroki, she saw what he just did, and that kind of looked like female All Might's punches, like smashes. Like seriously, could it be that he's really that strong? He just restrained himself just like that. And she's wondering, could he be All Might's son, or could he be All Might? And female Todoroki is trying to figure this out, but she just goes back to lunch and just starts eating her lunch that she just left behind. The police. Everything goes back to normal the next day. It's the day of the USJ arc. Now we're at the USJ arc. Everyone is totally ready for this. And they get to wear their hero costumes. Deku says it's time for everyone, okay everyone, it's time to get on the bus. And everyone does, they line up and everyone just gets on the bus. And they all and they're on their way to the USJ. Everyone's talking about how powerful Deku is, and talking about the 3 strongest students in their class, like female Todoroki and Bakugo, and Deku, who is in the number 2 spot, and where Bakugo is in the number 3 spot. So yeah, and they believe that maybe one day they'll see Todoroki and Deku fight against one another for the number one spot. Deku says that he only cares about one thing, and that's only helping out people, not about the number one spot. He doesn't actually give a crap about that. The only thing he cares about is just improving it, improving himself, and to also help out others as much as he can. So yeah, everyone's been talking on the bus, and Miss Aizawa says, "Okay, everyone, we're here now. Okay, everyone, we're here now. It's time to get off the bus." Everyone gets off the bus. Deku says to Miss Aizawa, "Are you are you sure you're okay? Cause still you really do look tired." Miss Aizawa says, "Yes, I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me. And besides, it's the teacher's job to worry about her students. You don't have to worry about me, Midoriya. Just go back. Just go to your class. Go on with everyone else." Okay. And Miss Aizawa, she just brings out a canteen of coffee, and she starts drinking it, and she believes she's going to need all the energy she can get, the energy she needs, because literally this is going to be a long day. The doors of the USJ open, and it's 13, and Uraraka begins, and Uraraka fangirls about 13, and Deku also fanboys about 13 as well. And Deku says, "Oh, so you like 13 as well?" And Uraraka says, "What's not to like? She's my favorite. She's one of my favorite heroes." And Deku says, "Well, anyway, and then 13 calms everyone down, and she explains about the USJ, and they're going to be doing rescue. You're going to do rescue, learning how to do rescue missions as well." Everyone goes into the USJ, and they can't believe their eyes. Like literally, like if you were one of the students, if you were one of the students, you would be in awe how they got the fundings for this place, for the place. Like literally, it's huge, and it's so cool as well. And then Deku, he feels a chill down his spine, and he feels like something's wrong. Then he keeps an eye out just to make sure. And he's also listening to what 13 is saying about how your quirks are meant to help people, but if you use them incorrectly, you could end up killing someone by accident. And then it happens. A portal appears. It's Kirigiri and Shigaraki. Well, actually, they're female versions of them. And the Nomu. Well, actually, the Nomu was actually was actually a dude who was given, who was then brainwashed and turned into a Nomu. Brainwashed and then turned into a Nomu. So yeah. So All For One doesn't have that thing. So yeah, they brainwashed the guy, turning him into a Nomu, and it was like super crazy. The brain popping on his head. So yeah, you could understand. Then so yeah. unfortunately, for some reason, she cannot give a quirk to the Nomu, so they decided to make the Nomu pretty durable, like super durable to handle a couple of one for all smashes from female All Might. And everyone's like freaking out about this, that there's villains, and so yeah, this is where we're gonna leave it off here for now. I'm sorry for the cliffhanger, everyone. I'm really sorry, but anyway, if you want to see part 4 of this What If, well, guess what? Don't worry, I will be making part 4. Do not worry, and well, have a great day.